Trigger warning for the first sentence. A couple of weeks ago when I was at work, I thought to myself that Kid Vegeta was extremely close to becoming a Super Saiyan. Yes, really, the longer I was thinking about it, the more I thought that Vegeta could have been a Super Saiyan as a kid, if just one event would have happened earlier. But before we talk about the event, let's talk about Saiyans in general. Look, I first thought about what you need to become a Super Saiyan. Okay, to become a Super Saiyan, a Saiyan needs to reach a very high power level, or at least a very high power level for the Saiyans of Universe 7 that we saw. That power level depends on the amount of S-cells that the Saiyan has. The more S-cells, the easier it is to trigger the transformation. Most of y'all know that Universe 6 and Hybrid Saiyans can transform more easily because of their higher power and their higher S-cell amount. So, I think of Vegeta as a mutant, but not like Frieza or even Broly. But if we think about it, Vegeta is definitely more than just a descendant of a strong Saiyan. You see, King Vegeta had an assumed power level of around 10,000, probably a little above, which is high, but not that much higher than Bardock's, for example. Bardock, like King Vegeta, is also assumed to be close to 10,000, but still below the King, since the King didn't kill him. I know we are moving around some things that aren't canon, but if a strong Saiyan like Bardock can have weaker sons like Kakarot and Raditz, then a Saiyan with not that much of a higher power level should not be seen as the only reason why his son has the highest power level ever recorded at birth despite Broly. We can assume that Vegeta is at least some sort of a mutant. I think of Vegeta as something like Broly light, with no sugar and spice and everything nice. Okay. Yeah, so with Vegeta a mutant with high potential and maybe more S-cells, I thought that if he just got stronger, he would, like Broly, easily and quickly be able to go Super Saiyan, or that it at least would be way easier with his mutation or potential. My thought process was that it only needed one thing, for Kid Vegeta to go Super Saiyan. If Vegeta were to get rid of his tail earlier, and the tail being the thing that held the Saiyans back from growing stronger in the first place, Vegeta would have needed to become stronger, reach a higher power level earlier, and therefore reach Super Saiyan earlier. The Saiyans' heavy reliance on the Great Ape transformation was the thing holding them back to take advantage of their trait to grow fast in battle power, but was also the thing that put them above many other races in the universe. But let's say there would have been a mission where Vegeta got his tail cut off. That would have forced him to either die or grow. Without this fallback plan, I imagined that Vegeta could have easily reached a higher power level until the point where the Saiyans get Super Zenkais and reach Super Saiyan later. But there were some mistakes in my thinking. First, I assumed that Vegeta being stronger and a mutant automatically means that he also had more S-cells, which is wrong. I did some research and a Saiyan's strength doesn't depend on the amount of S-cells he or she has and isn't an indicator of his or her strength, and also vice versa. A Saiyan can increase the number of S-cells in his body by a change of heart. The amount of S-cells in the Saiyan's body depends on the amount their parents had, together with their spirit. It also isn't confirmed that Broly has a super high amount of S-cells. His mutation just makes him powerful and grow fast. So yeah, my first mistake was to assume that Vegeta had crazy amount of S-cells. My second mistake was to assume that Vegeta would have gotten stronger after losing his tail and being unable to rely on it. Super Saiyan Kid Vegeta could have only happened if he lost his tail, and the mission he was on, luckily, would have left him injured enough to get multiple fortunate Zenkais. He would have needed to get injured repeatedly since he didn't believe in training. Also, the emotionally stunted Vegeta would have also needed an emotional trigger since he isn't exceptionally high in S-cells amount. And it is unlikely that the trigger would have been his hatred for Frieza on a random Taco Tuesday in the Frieza Force. Super Saiyan Kid Vegeta would have only been possible with crazy plot support. Speaking of Frieza, even if Vegeta reached a power level of just like 100k, Frieza would have just... Do y'all think I made some sense here? Or is everything too far-fetched? Or am I wrong about something about Vegeta? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Follow me on Twitch, I stream on Saturday and Sunday. Join my Discord to join the Not a Robot Empire. To not miss my weekly uploads on Monday, like and subscribe, so I can become rich and famous and switch up on my day ones.